Reviewing Herr, a German wheat beer made in Scotland. Confused? 4.5%. And it says here, a delicious German wheat beer with a difference. It comes from Scotland. And it's cloudy thanks to billions of naturally occurring yeast cells. Oh, and it tastes of banana, which is what counting a billion yeast cells can drive you. So yeah, what a crap day at work. Raining as soon as I got there. The rain turned to sleet and snow, and by 20 minutes into my work day I'd already got wet feet. And obviously the flipping work boots I bought from Lidl are no good at all in wet conditions. And it made for a miserable day, because as you know, in any job, once your feet get wet, you've lost it. Once you start getting cold and wet, you've lost it. I've never got cold on the head. My legs, by the end of the day, I was saturated through, and I had a waterproof top on, Google, but not totally waterproof, one of these shower max. It gone through 6 layers of clothes, and I'm flipping soaked. Not the best of days. So yeah, cloudy, golden poor, whitehead. More of a subtle wheat aroma. Right, let's dive straight in. Cheers. Then you get that typical wheat beer taste. Definitely get the banana anyway. Oh yeah, it really comes through at the end. Quite nice as well. I do like banana. And it's nice when an element, now let's be fair, loads and loads of beer reviewers, are they all telling the truth, are they not? God knows. If I struggle, I struggle. I'm not going to lie. If I can't pick an element, I can't pick it. Do I know if it tastes good? Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to lie about that. If it tastes bad, and if it tastes amazing, you'll damn well know. I'm not a beer snob in any way, shape or form. I think it's good to be honest. So yeah, dear oh dear, what a day. Halfway through the day I'm contemplating just wrapping up and going home because of the weather. But I stayed, and I was at one stage where I'm shivering and wet through that much. Drinking 2 cups of coffee just to try and keep warm. And, at that point where I just can't take it. You're close to breaking point. Wet through, head to foot, gloves are wet. You're freezing, and I thought, fuck it, I tried to get a fire going. Got it going. It died back. Got it going again, and it wasn't having it properly. And then the anger took in. I'm like, right, I'm not having this. So I went to the fire, started chopping the wood down, and I got it going really well in the end. It wasn't enough to get me warm, but it was enough to burn a lot of brash, which was the main reason behind the fire. Now the Keith range, obviously they do crisp Keith, Knoll, I think Knoll's one. Lots of different Keiths, and they also make Snake Venom. The near 2-hour review I did of it, and trust me, it took 2 hours. I left one shot for a mate, about 50 mils. So I drank 280, he drank 50, and by God, you knew about it. Some potently strong stuff. Yeah, definitely a one-off, but 3,000th subscriber and going live. That was the beer. About 1,130 now, around about there anyway. So it's slowed down. It's not rising. I thought it might rise quite quickly at one stage, but it hasn't. So, Whereas the first lockdown, it rose up quite rapid, really. Not too rapid, but slightly rapid. It's amazing. I suppose there's lots of people doing beer reviews, just like there is with everything on YouTube these days. There's 1,001 people doing everything. And so, yeah. Don't forget the banana element. Obviously, it's cold. I mean, it is cold in here. It is 4 degrees. I've been sat on the settee since I got home at 3:10 for 4.5 hours. Wrapped. I stripped as soon as I got in the house. Put a thermal top and bottoms on. Socks. On the settee with a fleece wrapped around me. And then I've been jumping up and down, put my feet against the radiator, back against the radiator, laying with the dog, just trying to get warm. And yeah, it's been not a day I want to repeat. So Saturday, we're going shopping for some bloody wellies. And I'm not a welly fan, but I'd rather wear wellies than have wet feet, because at least with thermal socks on in wellies, keep dry. It's all about keeping warm. It's that time of the year. You don't want to get, I can see why people, when they go walking and they get caught out, and then they start to lose. There was a moment today where I'm like, oh God, I've just had enough. And you can see why people do. Yeah. Once you're cold, it's very hard to get warm again. And I started to work really hard, and even then I could not shake off the cold. But hey-o, that's life, isn't it? It's meant to send you some curveballs, and today was day of the curveball. Hit me good and proper. Got me by the nads and gave him a good shake, really. Oh dear. Yeah, what can I say? So, a lovely tasting beer, another good addition from this Keith range. And I've got a mate called Keith as well, so it's quite funny drinking Keith beer. If I could suggest a beer for your range, if anybody from Keith Brewery actually watches this, ginger Keith, a nice ginger beer, but strong, fiery ginger beer, 6 or 7%, something with a good fire in it. I'll tell you what, I have to do that today. I need something with fire in it, to be honest. I'm not joking. I'm doing another review straight after this, a live review. And although you'll see it the other way around, you'll see the live review first if you watch it live, and then this later. Because live reviews always tend to last more than 20 minutes, which takes a lot longer to process. Don't ask me why, it's YouTube. I've just got to pick a beer out now to review. And yeah, I've got a good selection, obviously. And that's a good thing. I mean, I've not bought anything since Christmas. Well, a couple of beers. Yeah, 3 beers last weekend. But I've been quite liberal. Well, I've got to be, because I've got no money coming in. So the old no gardening at this time of the year, although I am doing a garden tomorrow on my furlough day. A couple of hours. The old fella's garden, Scottish fella as well, he passed away last weekend. His family actually want me to carry on doing the garden for the foreseeable future. So I'll chat with them, see what they want, and go from there, really. It'd be nice to get the garden to where I wanted it to be before they probably sell the house to, and move on. I suppose it's going to take them a while, because you've got to come up and start sorting the house out, start chucking stuff, and it's never easy. Losing someone is not easy, and fair play to him. These fellas are from Scotland. He was from Scotland, and I tell you what, nicest bloke, one of the nicest people I've ever met. True. The work on his garden was not a task; it was a pleasure. To turn his garden back 6 years was a pleasure. And rest in peace, Mr. Dr. Kettles, Nottingham's first vet. But anyway, back to the beer. Yeah, I think it's a nice wheat beer. It's pleasant. It's not overly wheaty. Some of these wheaty beers, they can be a bit in your face wheaty. This is more subtle, but you do get that banana flavour. You have to watch out for it. It does come at the end. Now, I'm getting it. About 20 seconds, like a delayed response. But it's there. Oh, I went down a treat. I tell you what, after a shit day, I needed that. It's been one of them weeks. It's been a funny old week. It's like this year, just as a shit continuation of the last year, isn't it? And yet, in all the doom and gloom, I'm actually in a much better place. It's just you still get them little curveballs chucked at you, but like anything, take them on the head and carry on, as it were. Out of 5, so love the beer. Went down a treat. Definitely got the banana element, subtle wheat nose, nice. I would say more again subtle wheat flavour, but nice. If you're not a wheat beer fan, and you're thinking, do I or don't I will go for it. It's a good introduction into the world of wheat beers. And it's from Scotland as well. So it's a German beer from Scotland. How about that? And they do it slightly different, which is good. Out of 5, for me, 4.4 out of 5. But the main thing is it tastes bloody good. And that's, scores are okay. But if it's what it tastes like and smells like, for me, big thumbs up. And that's it from this review. Thank you for watching, listening to me ramble, and yeah, I ain't a perfect reviewer. You get what you get. See you soon. Cheers.